What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA SAG.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have to say that I have several quite interesting and important news. Unfortunately, not all of them are so pleasant for MMTLP community, but at the same time guys, for today's video I have a real bombshell and I will show you what I'm talking about within just next several minutes. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So let's start with this news. We are on MMTLPresources.com and we have a new article that is titled Stop Esther Pierce. And you know that just recently Esther Pierce was one of the main candidates to replace Gary Gensler. And here is what do we have right here. Reporting today indicates that Trump is considering Esther Pierce to replace Gary Gensler. If anyone could be as bad or worse, it's Esther Pierce. And Crucial Mix wrote this tweet basically just several hours ago, and he said, "Horrific, there's reporting that real Donald Trump is considering Esther Pierce to replace SEC chair Gary Gensler. She's a horrible choice. Previously appointed by Trump, she's no friend to retail investors." And Charles Payne says, "You sound like a hedge fund brochure." And he also added this. Reporting comes from CoinMarketCap, a crypto-centric website, and cites a Washington Post article. It's worth mentioning that they report she likely isn't interested in the position, but just the fact that she's being considered is extremely bad for MMTLP. Watch the above Charles Payne clip when she was on his show discussing MMTLP. Charles gave the famous quote, "You sound like a hedge fund brochure," Charles Payne making money referencing Esther Pierce. And I have to say that I showed you this video several times and it is a famous interview on Charles Payne channel. But at the same time guys, I have to admit that yes, unfortunately Esther Pierce is not the best choice for MMTLP community. But the main reason you have to keep in mind that the main reason why Donald Trump wants to replace Gary Gensler is not the MMTLP saga. He wants to replace him because of the crypto industry, not the MMTLP community. And I have to admit that Esther Pierce, from this point of view, is quite decent candidate. And I have to say that for us, it is not the best choice. And for example, Steph reposted this tweet that was written by J.R. Ewing. And J.R. Ewing wrote, "If X is the new media and real Donald Trump is the people's president, then we expect an outsider to replace Gensler, not Esther Pierce or any other Wall Street crony. Free markets should be free for everyone. Get it trending." And unfortunately, I have to admit that Esther Pierce, let me show you first all this tweet. Hollywood Henry, the person who made the physical letters, who wrote thousands of physical letters and sent these letters to Congress members and to authorities. He sent thousands of them. He wrote this: "I hope that the Trump transition team reads the comments in this post. It has ignited passionate retail investors who are adamant in their opposition of Esther Pierce as the SEC chair. That is the retail investing community who just want a fair game, fair markets now." And I have to say that Esther Pierce herself was appointed by President Donald Trump. Let me show you this article that was published on November the 7th of this year. And it's titled, "Crypto Mom Esther Pierce could lead SEC. Transform US crypto regulation." As you can see, we don't have any mentions of MMTLP right here, but we have this news. Esther Pierce has served as an SEC commissioner since 2018, after being nominated by former President Donald Trump. Her career includes significant roles as a legal advisor on the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs, as well as an attorney in the SEC's Investment Management Division. Her nickname Crypto Mom comes from her consistent advocacy for a regulatory framework that favors innovation and growth in the crypto sector. So guys, as you can see, SO Pierce might be the decent candidate for the crypto industry, and I have to admit that for now we don't have the exact decision. We have just rumors from a couple of sources. Definitely these rumors might be a reality, but for now it is just rumors, and I have to admit that this is not the best news for today's video. But let me show you the most impressive one. Elon Musk just 8 hours ago published this letter, and let me quote you this in details. It was published on November the 12th, and it's titled Statement from President Donald J. Trump. I'm pleased to announce that the great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way from my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulators, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies, essential to the Save America movement. This will send shockwaves through the system and anyone involved in government waste, which is a lot of people, stated Mr. Musk. It will become potentially the Manhattan Project for our time. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of DOGE for a very long time. To drive this kind of drastic change, the Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of government and will partner with White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency and, at the same time, making life better for all Americans. Importantly, we will drive out the massive waste and fraud which exists throughout our annual $6.5 trillion government spending. They will work together to liberate our economy and make the US government accountable to we the people. Their work will conclude no later than July the 4th of 2026. A smaller government with more efficiency and less bureaucracy will be the perfect gift to America on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. I am confident they will succeed. So guys, on the one hand, it is a great news, but on the other hand, we don't see any mentions of, for example, of US stock market. But guys, take a look right here. Elon Musk published this tweet just several hours ago, and John Buda reposted it. And he basically refers to this DOGE department. He wrote, all actions of the Department of Government Efficiency will be posted online for maximum transparency. Guys, don't you think that this is one of the crucial points of this department? Next paragraph. Anytime the public thinks we are cutting something important or not cutting something wasteful, just let us know. We will also have a leaderboard for most insanely dumb spendings of your tax dollars. This will be both extremely tragic and extremely entertaining. And guys, as you can see, he wrote this paragraph and he added, just let us know. This means with the maximum transparency of this department, potentially it will be some kind of direct connection to Elon Musk and to Vivek in order to give them information in which direction they should act. And guys, don't you think that we can use this Department of Government Efficiency because of the inefficiency of the authorities like FINRA and SEC? And that is why, guys, I think this news is awesome. And you know that Elon Musk can achieve mind-boggling results within a short period of time. And I think this is the beginning of the end of wrongdoers. And I will prove my words within another couple of minutes. So let me show you a next tweet for now from Susan Trimbath. And she wrote this tweet just yesterday. She said, if you are wondering how so many companies can afford to open lawsuits for naked short selling, third-party litigation funding TPLF makes it possible by allowing hedge funds and other financiers, including sovereign wealth funds and foreign interest, to secretly invest in and control lawsuits within the US. TPLF can drive up settlement costs and prolong litigation. in my experience, I have not seen any ordinary investors benefit when cases like this are settled against brokers. Click below for an October 2024 article explaining more about TPLF. And here is the link of the article. Guys, I don't want to read this entire article. It is rather interesting, but I want to pay attention to the tweet, to the response, basically, of Mark Basile. And Mark, in response to Susan Trimbaugh's tweet, wrote this: Susan is absolutely correct. The reason why there has not been a judgment on naked short selling in a civil context is that it is extremely hard to prove, with the emphasis of extremely. Settlements, when forced to provide some financial relief, but I too know of no instance where a settlement for naked short selling was paid out to household investors. And again, it is not the best news for retail investors in general, but it leads us to the understanding that it is extremely difficult to achieve any results on this field by different paths. No one can achieve any results and any substantial results for retail investors through litigations, and at the same time, no one can achieve any results through the path, for example, of some kind of Congress contacts. And that is why, guys, in the light of this news, this update from Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy is great news for retail investors. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. Phoenix Tabloid, in response to the tweet that I just read to you, wrote this, and as you can see, he refers to the tweet that was written by Mark. How do you prove naked short selling when failure to deliver is next to nothing? I think that's the reason why West focus on biting lawsuits. Current dollars amount in FTDs, in GNS, $6,450, and Finger, $3,200. Here is the screenshots of their failure to deliver. And with these quite ridiculous numbers, pretty much no one can prove the illegal actions on these ticker symbols. But guys, at the same time, a lot of companies are benefiting from this, not the retail investors who invested in these companies, but the C-levels executives in these companies. And Phoenix also added this. Typical caveat applies to Mullen, where its dilution founders sell and deliver with the new shares that's being issued. But aggregate FTDs tells you that they are pretty darn good at clearing those up. And here you can see the screenshot of Mullen's fails to deliver. And the numbers are quite impressive. And when you can see quite substantial amount of, for example, $1.4 million, within just several days, it goes down to just several $1,000s. And for now, as you can see, the latest data we have for October the 10th is just $33,423 in fails to deliver. But at the same time, guys, you know that Mullen Automotive, in my opinion, is the biggest scam on the market, because they have a consistent delusional process of their shareholders, and they basically drain the money from the people who wanted to be a part of EV revolution. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen, and unfortunately, a lot of people are still losing their money. And on top of that, guys, I want to show you that we have more and more news that shows that something big is happening behind the scene. Meta News wrote this 22 hours ago. Breaking: Citi and Barclays caught naked shorting in South Korea. South Korea officials are considering a fine of up to $50 million towards Barclays and $14.2 million towards Citi. Citi is an American-based company. Can't imagine they aren't doing the same here. And unfortunately, yes, probably they do the same actions in the United States of America. And unfortunately, it leads us to the conclusion that they are fighting against the US economy in general. And for example, this part of the interview of Robert Shapiro proves this statement. And Meta News wrote this basically direct speech. Economist Robert Shapiro on naked short sellers. They drive companies out of business and destroy all their research and development. And unfortunately, yes, it is happening at this very moment, and we have to stop it. And I have to admit that for now, we have to take a look at the major updates from Next Bridge Hydrocarbons. And within next several days, we have to see their 10Q report. As you can see, Roman Supes wrote this, and I have to admit that for now, we don't have the latest filing, we don't have this 10Q report, but it should be filed by the end of this week, by Friday. So, Roman Supes wrote, 10Q watch, due Friday, look for 1. Who's paying to keep the lights on? Expecting more loans from Cape and big shareholders. And this is the crucial part of the financing of Next Bridge Hydrocarbons activity. 2. Any info about the Louisiana Heritage prospect. Very important part which leads us to the intrinsic value of Next Bridge Hydrocarbons shares at this very moment. 3. Signs of going bankrupt. Another quite important part. And 4. Good and bad surprises. And this is another interesting bullet point, because we don't know what to expect from this 10Q report. That is why, guys, just wait for this, and I will do another update within the next several days. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag,